Yo boys, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing double rogue, and overall these weren't bad. This was just with a viewer, somebody that just wanted to get 16 hundo, and I was already low in Mars, so I was like, whatever, let's just queue. So basically the goal was he's gonna click all of his bursts on the opener, get trinket and PS, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm basically just gonna kill. My goal is to also have my guy blind the off target, so I can use my blind for like a kill or, you know, in this case, we actually end up not killing this guy, which wasn't that big of a deal. By the way, I'm uploading this video where I'm just now voice recording it at 5:35 in the morning, so I'm like half asleep, but whatevs. This guy actually ends up getting me out, which kind of sucks because it forces my vanish, but wasn't the end of the world. I don't know. I don't know if he went AFK mid game or what was going on, but he ended up just sitting there like that until I killed the priest. I don't know if he went to go get a drink of water. He thought the game was over. But in this situation, it's not really over, especially with the priest being this undergeared. Now, if it was a geared priest, I probably wouldn't have killed him. It's rare that I can actually kill anybody nowadays. So I end up sapping him here. As you can see, he has 80k, and I still almost managed to, thankfully, my trinket hits for as hard as it did. Because if it didn't, I mean, I think he was dead no matter what. Because the druid, as you can see, wasn't doing anything. He's kind of just AFK. And we end up skipping here because he comes back right now and he ends up just going in stealth, so we have to skip it here. He actually roars me out with the eyeball, and overall wasn't bad because we got trinket right there. So what you want to do is you want to kidney them, and they're usually, even with full necro shields, they're going to trinket. Even with skin, they're going to trinket. So then you're just going to be able to blind him. Now you could hold blind and just vanish and then go for a kidney go again and then blind him low, and then you could sap him. But I ended up just vanishing. I ended up sapping him here before he can get the stun on me. He actually got a really good pre-bear. That was not bad at all. Now my main goal is basically just get him out of form and kill him. He actually almost ends up getting me out here, but thankfully I know that he was going to do it. I'm waiting for his necro shield to fall, and as soon as it does, we're going to open on it and then kick him. And then we can aggressively, even in bear form, it's not that bad to stun. So as you can see, we end up stunning here, full kidney. And then as soon as our stuns are about to be over, so we're going to cheap shot twice after this, you never want to space the stun. And then as you can see, we evasion right after our stun, so he can't roar us, he can't stun us. He really can't do anything. So he's going to Thorns, we're going to instantly cloak that because we aren't going to be cloaking anything else. As soon as he uses his sickle, we're going to save our Kyrian file for the sickle. Because if you guys didn't know this, if you use your Kyrian file on sickle, it actually counters it. It'll take it off, which is the whole reason sickle is kind of worthless unless you know how to play it. So as you can see, these are the low MMR games. This was like the only content I had other than stream content, but I didn't feel like going through it all and seeing what I wanted to post. So I ended up just helping this guy get to. He started at like 1100, and I just ended up getting him 1600. So he got a lot of we got a lot of games together. So my guy needs to open, get his bleeds, and then kidney. I end up just kinning because I see them getting low. He has his bleeds up. We end up getting trinket, and we almost end up killing him. I shouldn't have vanished yet. I probably could have just held. I could have just double filed and probably held because I was coming out anyway. My guy ended up popping off some damn. Now he probably could have waited until like the next DR stun because we already got trinket, and then we probably would have won, especially since he has blind. So all he would have to do is wait off DR, blind the druid, and then we kidney the hunter. He's dead. We kind of screw up the blind here. We blind the hunter instead of the druid, and then it kind of makes him dead. There was nothing I could do to save him at that point. So I typed the blind the druid. I don't think he read it, so he ends up blinding. I end up getting a sap anyway, so we end up getting the sap and we end up just soloing him. He almost survives actually, which is pretty crazy. With all my damage combined, he actually almost survives. I end up shadowy doling. I honestly thought he would be dead way sooner. That's why I didn't shadowy dole instantly like I usually would. I thought he would have been dead in like legit 5 seconds, but apparently he was just not dying. I don't know. He just wouldn't die. And that's where not getting 4-set procs or not getting your trinket carrots just sucks. If he just pet segs, it just controls the entire kill. This is a situation where I actually end up not killing in Shadowy Duel, where you think this is like a gear priest. This is usually what happens. Like if I get a 4-set proc like I just did now, and it's on my actual burst, it's really good. Here my rogue should be swapping with the DK on me. We end up getting trinket and PS in the opener and dome, so we get every single cooldown. My guy DR kidneys now. If he saved his kidney until the next stun and then use the Vendetta, we obviously would have won instantly. It would have been easy. But, my guy goes, insane and goes for the intense one-shot macro. We end up getting a restart for a little bit. Not really. I mean, he A-bombed, but it didn't really get anything from us. Like, for me, personally, he got evasion just now, but otherwise, he didn't get anything. So the goal is, I thought I could just kill him. I mean, I had my echo up, so I figured, he's gonna die. But with that many pets, the one problem with your resonator, if you're relying on your resonator like I have to, as you can see, it's stacking with the pets, and I still don't even get close to killing them. Like, it was crazy. We end up not. I trinket there, and I get it feared, and then we're kind of just PVing him down, thinking my rogue got a really good kickoff. So he ends up getting the next kick. Yet he gets an insane blind there, which is actually the reason he's probably not dead. So he's gonna kick the next, and as you can see, he kicks, and then right off DR, we're gonna stun him, and he's gonna die. So as you can see, I'm kind of just pumping with backstabs, and he almost survives. He gets seed, but thankfully we have a Shadow Dance come up, and we end up taking him out. And Sub Rogue did get nerfed. Now Assassination did get buffed, and Outlaw got nerfed, so we already know what the meta is gonna be. It's definitely not gonna be Sub Rogue. I really thought Sub Rogue was gonna get buffed, but then again, we don't know how the new gear is gonna affect us. So like until we have all the new gear, I don't know how good Sub Rogue is gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be as insane as people think it's probably gonna be like worse than what it is right now in like Shadowlands, because it's like nobody's really playing sub anymore because it's awful clearly. But I mean, as long as one spec's good, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna play sub regardless, even if it's bad. I mean, I can make it work. It kind of sucks that you know playing good has no irrelevant. This is not irrelevant anymore, and it hasn't been for the. I mean, there's no point even talking about skillful play, but I am going to be planning on doing 5 classes at 2500, and we're going to be doing, live streams of that. We're going to be doing videos of that. So we're going to have a lot of content in Dragonflight. And I'm also working on my Wrath character as well. He's already like level 72 and a half. I've been leveling him all my off time. So we will have some Wrath. I'm going to try to find a looking for group because my priestess doesn't have the time to play right now. So I'm going to try to get somebody to queue with, but if I can't, he's just going to be dinged to 80, not doing anything. Might just play with looking for group or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, as you can see, we end up winning the game there. Now these guys almost end up winning. They actually play really solid. So I'm surprised. I got really lucky on this one. This was actually a not that high of a team either, and they didn't play that bad. I ended up running into the flare, which was barely on the tip of my fingers. I could have pre-closed, but kind of it would have been good, but at the same time, there was no pre-seeing that. Usually people don't just come up to me and hodge me. They'll like come up, stack their holy power, and then they'll hodge me once they're full, so they can get like big dam. But what do I know? So he ends up stacking her. The problem with that is he ended up almost killing me. So I almost got 2-shotted, or technically like 3-shotted, but he sacked on top of the Hunter's trinket, and that's bad. Really bad. So the Hunter could have held trinket and he would have been fine, especially on sack. And then all this guy has to do is bop Vendetta and he can't die. So this is a really hard counter. So at this point he has bop. And he actually gets a flare out again. Thankfully I get the restart before he hits me because I would have been in a really bad spot. So I don't know how this happens. We end up not killing the Hunter because of some, I don't know how. So he actually had a pre-stealth, which was annoying. I should have just waited. But the thing is, he would have had his thing back up, so he had human trinket coming back up, and then we would have lost. I ended up not killing him because of pet sack counter. He ends up living at legit 1% HP. I thought maybe I could have shuriken through it. I don't even know, but I was just kind of waiting for that Bob 10. As you see, I'm kind of just waiting for that, and then as soon as it comes, I just instantly go for the kill, and then I have to kite the ret. If the ret can get in my line right now, I'm just gonna die. If he keeps me in combat and puts a slow on me, it's over. GG. Thankfully, we end up getting a restealth. And we actually end up we actually like kite him on the eyeball, we sap him, do the regular stuff that we do. So we skip it here, we get some cooldowns. You never want to 1v1 somebody with no cool EDs. As you can see, we end up kiting his steed. And now after his steed, he has no really movement, so he can't really do much at this point. We're waiting for his Necro Shield. Now, what he should be doing right now is getting the eyeball and then rezzing. instead of letting me getting a rogue 1v1 versus a ret every cooldown versus every cooldown, a rogue's gonna win, especially in an arena. So letting a rogue get full cooldowns, you're usually not gonna win unless you're like a mage with blink stun. Then I can see it, or like an outlaw assassination rogue that, or like a hunter and something that counters it. Then full CDs, the full CDs, you're probably gonna win. Cause like if let's say I face a rank 1 hunter or a feral druid, there's a chance I can win, but it's a hard counter. Usually I'm not gonna be able to win that. But nowadays there's a lot of these rank ones aren't really what they used to be. So rank ones back when I actually wanted to be one was actually insane. We're like Reg Fool. You're talking about the OGs, people that are actually insane. Nowadays it's just everyone's getting rank one, playing a broken comp, and it's like I don't know. I feel like I used to be like when I was going for that first glass. As you can see, I ended up getting Hodged here, but he doesn't have wings yet, so that's why you only want to trade Trinket on wings. Anytime a ret Hodges you, only Trinket on wings, unless like obviously as a DPS teammate that's pumping you. But if you just save your Trinket for wings, then you're never gonna really die in a stun because rets are unless they get like a mini wings and they get a lucky proc or something like that. We end up killing this guy kind of weird. My rogue just does unhealable dam. Sometimes he does no dam, and sometimes he just completely destroys the team. He ends up I could have pre-cloaked it, but I didn't want to waste cloak. I feel like wasting cloak, especially when I know I'm going to Shadow Idol. I don't know how my guy ended up doing unhealable dam. This is through Aegis and Guardian right here. So I'm just blinding him. I'm surprised my guy didn't break it, and he just dies. Like, this guy just gets toaster ovened and my guy just absolutely destroys them. Maybe I might try some Night Fae Assassination. Might try some of that. But yeah, I do stream almost every night around 8 to 12 p.m. You'll probably catch me around there. Maybe like 11. It just depends. Just make sure you go follow my Twitch in the description, and these guys actually ended up beating us. So this is actually somebody in my guild, and the priest didn't play bad at all. My guy, I end up getting he actually ends up blinding the target I went, and he ends up pre-trapping. I probably didn't have to trinket, especially if he trinketed air. So I don't think he would have trinketed if I trinketed. I've never seen a hunter trinket when he gets it was just it was a weird trinket to me. We end up almost killing the priest. I end up vanishing, cloaking because of. So this legit came down to a 1% game. He got a really good trap into a just insane lucky RNG kill. So what happens is as a sub rogue, it's all your damage is based on RNG. You can't, even if I have every single cooldown, there's still a chance that I can't kill somebody. My guy ends up killing, so I can't really save him at this point. If the one problem with this is Petsec. Petsec counters me to the max. I don't know if he had it when I went Shadowy Dueled him, but whatever it was, saved him by a legit 1%. And he also got a really good pre-trap. I wasn't really expecting it, so I wasn't paying attention. If I had been paying attention, I don't know if it would have mattered that much. Maybe it could have. The problem is, once you get a full trap at that point, it's kind of GG. As you can see, I sat. That's 6 seconds already. He pre-traps. Now, if he just legit just kites and doesn't even attack me, as you can see now, the priest is out of CC. I actually end up dodging the priest fear in the shadowy duel, so I know he's gonna fear it. I end up dodging it, and as you can see, this guy lives. I try to go for the extra damage, and he lives by that 2.5%, and we end up losing the game. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.